Hi, my name is Justin Richardson and I'm with Direct Colors. Today I'm going to visit with you a little bit about ColorWave water-based stain and the trial kit application. Here's what the trial kit comes in. It's a small box. You get to pick up to 3 colors for your trial kit. Today we're going to work with molasses, we're going to work with ivy, and we're also going to work with white. 3 great colors in this product. Again, there's 30 colors you could choose from. You also get to choose your sealer. In this case, we're going to use Aqua Seal, which is a water-based acrylic in a satin finish. Along with the kit, you also get application brushes. There's 4 1-inch foam brushes that come, so you have 1 brush for each color application. Okay, let's get started with our application. We're going to shake this up thoroughly to make sure the pigments are dispersed all the way throughout. That's critical for the best application. So let's shake this up really good. You can check the bottom to make sure there's no pigment caked at the bottom, just to make sure it's all released into the product. That looks pretty good. Take your 1-inch foam brush. You want to saturate this in the material very, very well. You can wring out a little bit of extra and do a fairly liberal application with this. You don't have to be very light-handed. You want a fair amount of color to come down here. ColorWave is an amazing product, a water-based stain. Just like all the other stains, it is semi-transparent. This is not like paint. You could probably already see it. There's a lot of undertone coming through, which is fine. We're going to put a single coat down. After this dries out, we'll come back and put a second coat down. Now we're going to put down white. Let's shake this up really well. Same principle, pigments need to be well dispersed, always. All right, that looks pretty good. Take your 1-inch foam brush, saturate it really well, and apply. We talked about semi-transparent. The lighter the color, the more difficult it is to contrast against a darker base. And of course, everything's a little darker than white. So you're going to see a lot of undertone with white on any application. Okay, and our final color, we're going to use ivy. Again, we'll shake it up really well. Check it, looks good. Okay, we'll dunk our foam brush. Some of these are a little foamier than others. Can't necessarily explain to you why that is, but the products will still work the same. Ivy is also a light color, so you'll see a lot of undertone of the concrete. There we go. I'm going to give it one more pass. There we go. Fantastic. Something to know about ColorWave. Not all water-based stains are UV stable. ColorWave is. The pigments we've selected here are UV stable. This could be used interior, exterior. Again, very low odor, so if you're in low ventilated spaces, it's an ideal product. You can actually mix colors, so if you like a couple of colors and you want to blend them out, you can do that. Very artistic, and you can control your end design. We'll come back and put a second coat on, show you what it looks like. Let's go ahead and get started with our second coat. It didn't set long enough for the pigments to really settle, but we'll go ahead and mix it a little bit anyway. You see this second color really comes on strong, which is just because we're laying more pigment down. Come back, I'm going to stir the white with my brush. Again, it didn't set long enough for it to settle, so a little stir should get this suspended out really, really well. This one. Quick footnote about ColorWave. A lot of times people are looking at acid stain because they like the variation of color that they get on their concrete, but maybe acid stain doesn't have the color you're looking for. ColorWave is a good secondary choice for that because you do have 24 colors and you can really create that same color variation that you could get with acid stain with ColorWave. So I think it's a product you'd really enjoy using. Last point with this is it's important not to overbuild your color. If you put down too much color, it's almost like putting dirt on a smooth surface and then trying to put tape over it, it won't stick. Same thing is true with sealer. If you get too much pigment, really heavy, then whenever you go to seal it, it could give that sealer a hard time bonding to the concrete surface and locking those pigments down. So be careful, stick to 2 coats, and let that dry out completely before you put your sealer down. We're going to let this dry completely and come back and show you what it looks like sealed. Okay, we're going to apply the sealer to the white. Before I do that, I'm going to take this brush away, and we'll use a fresh brush so we don't cross-contaminate our color here. Especially when you go from a dark color to a light color, it'll certainly show up. So I've got a fresh brush to go over the white. Once again, we're going to saturate the brush, wring off the excess, and apply a nice thin coat. This is a stamped piece of concrete, which is really cool effect. You want to make sure your sealer soaks into all the depressions and you get a thorough seal. And then we're going to come back with our final brush on the ivy. Once again, saturate the foam brush, wring off the excess, and apply. Folks, thin coats win the game with acrylics. It makes it more durable, it lasts longer, and a better finish. But we're going to come back after 4 to 6 hours, or after this is completely dry at least,